Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all of my students and whoever is watching this video right now. I hope and pray that you all are super great, feeling fantastic and enjoying Ramadan and enjoying the lectures which teachers are making with a lot of efforts and making very interactive lectures for you, colorful, creative, so you enjoy your learning, right? Okay, so here we are in our science class. I remember that we did rainforest last time. We talked about rainforest, we have seen rainforest animals, and today we are going to discuss a little different kind of biome that is totally different than the rainforest because there are like more than 300 days it is raining in the rainforest, and the biome which we are going to discuss today, it hardly rains over there. Yes. So do you have any guess which biome we are going to discuss today? It's very dry and there's hardly any rain, hardly anybody can find some water. Yeah, that's great. We are talking about deserts. Yeah, we will be talking about deserts. So deserts have totally different, it is a totally different biome as compared to the temperature, because temperature is even like that is very hot. And the environment is different because of the temperature, and that's why all the habitat that is different, like all the animals are different, all the plants are different, the land is different, so there are like all the different things, right? So as I told you about the rainforests, the rainforests are in the middle of the world map. They are on the equator. There is like, it's very hard. And though it's very hot, so the water vapors from the sea, they just evaporated, and then they finally tend to rain over there. But if you talk about the deserts, most of the large deserts are found towards the middle of the world, and they lie above and below the line that is called equator. Like the rainforest is here, this is the equator in the middle, and these deserts are above and they are below the equator, right? Here are the rainforests, and the deserts are up above, a little above over here, and a little below over here. That is even very hot, but though they are a little uh, lower or above, so it does not rain much, because here in the middle is very hot and water vapors make, and they tend to rain over there. But here it's the like kind of hot, but very dry. Rainforests are very humid, and the deserts are very dry. And the Sahara deserts, which occupies, I think, so much of area, and that is the world's largest deserts. So maybe I think 90,000 square kilometers is that, and it is about 5,000 kilometers across. If you have to cross Sahara Desert, it is 5,000 kilometers, and this is almost the same distance, and that is between, if you are traveling from New York and you're going to London. Oh my God! So nobody can go across through the Sahara Desert. Oh, that's, oh my God. So it is so big. Sahara Desert is so big, and there are like different kind of deserts over here. I'm going to explain you that there are like some sandy deserts, which has only sand, and there are some which are rocky, maybe they are covered with pebbles. So, and there are even deserts which are freezing cold, but all the deserts are dry. And as I told you, that they are on the above level of the equator, a little above and a little low. So there are like hard rocks in the deserts, there are grains of sands, and there are sand dunes. And the rocky deserts are like, they have like kind of rocks as well, and they have kind of pebbles. So I'm just going to show you. The pebbles are the small stones like this, right? These are called pebbles. These are the small stones, right? The pebbles. There are some deserts have got pebbles. See, these are the pebbles, small stones, right? Yeah. So there are some deserts which have pebbles over here, right, in them. And there are like different kind of animals in the desert, very different kind of animals. And a desert is forms in places where there are few rains clouds, right? So these can be inland, along dry coasts, and in areas that shielded from rain by mountains. So those places, they turn into deserts, right? So as I am telling you that there are different types of deserts, now I'm going to tell you about the grains first of all, I'm going to tell you about the hard rocks. So I'm just going to share the picture of the rocky desert, right? You can see this. Now, the type of desert that forms depends on how much sun, wind, and rain there is, right? So, and also on the type of rock in the ground. What type of rocks are there? Very hard rocks do not break easily, even when the sun makes them too hot to touch. So the desert is hard to bear. So the even these stones, these rocks get so hot that we cannot even touch that, right? Then we have got like sand, grains of sands. They're softer rocks, crack as they get warm in the sun. They get cracked, and they break into small pebble-sized lumps, and then into smaller pieces, which is that wind blows around gradually, and they turn into tiny bits of rocks called the grains, right? And they're even smaller than these pebbles. They're smaller than the pebbles, right? And then we have another, I'm going to show you, they're called sand dunes, right? Now look at this. They're sand dunes. Now in sandy desert, the wind blows loose and into hills called dunes. So the wind makes all these dunes, which you can see. So these dunes can make very different shapes, such as waves and curves, as you can see over here. So like wavy and curvy lines, or like depending on the wind direction and speed. So these dunes made with the direction of wind and its speed, and they get to change. They're not always the same. They change when the wind blows, and if speed is very high, it turns it into a very different kind of shape, right? So these are the types of deserts. So deserts have like very much winds and storms. The weather in desert is usually hot and dry, as I told you, but sometimes a huge storm can blow up. And that is the sandstorm. We call it the sandstorm. You must have seen them in the movies. So almost anything can happen over there, right? So there are desert storms, there are flash floods as well in the deserts. And then they have like different kind of plants over there. So they have deep roots, they store water, the plant, they have got the thick skin. And some desert plants, such as the cactus, they store water in their thick stems, right? So I'm going to show you how does that look like. There are like different type of plants that they are in the desert. How do they look like? So I'm going to show you a picture. Just a minute. Yeah, now have a look at this. This is the desert. And now there are pebbles, small pebbles over here, and there is sunny, very hot, and you see the plants are all different. and they have small, small thorns on the plants. They have even beautiful flowers on them, right? Even very nice pink color or yellow color. And their skin is very, very thick. So they are called cactus. So the cactus even have like different kind of shapes. Can you see over here? They're all different kind of cactuses, which you can see over here. And yes, camel is one of the animals in the desert. And this can store water in his hump, and he can walk on the sand for long. So for traveling in the deserts, people use camels, right? Then there are scorpions in the desert, there are lizards in the deserts, there are meerkats in the deserts, and there are some of the other animals which I want you to have a look at them, which can only be found in the deserts. This is a kind of deer which we can find in the desert. So this seems a rocky desert. Can you see the land? It's not like sand. They are rocks, small rocks, right? And now look at this black rabbit. Now this black rabbit is also found in the desert, right? So this is a little different rabbit than we normally have. See, like the white ones and the gray ones and the black ones. So it has got very different texture. Now the color is, you see, wherever the animal is, the skin and the color is up till that biome, that habitat, so they can like fit into that, they can camouflage themselves, so they have got like colors like sand. Now there's a kind of fox even which we can find in the deserts, right? So the fox in the Arctic will be different, the deer in the jungle will be different, and in the desert they will be totally, totally different, right? So here we have seen a couple of animals over here, which we can find in the desert. So like I've told, like lizards. Lizards are like different kind of lizards, which you can find in the deserts. And there are different kind of camels as well. They are double humped camels as well. So there are many kind of creepy, crawly creatures over there in the desert. Yeah, there are snakes as well. Rattlesnake is very, very important. So I'm just going to share a video with you in which you'll be able to see the desert animals, right? So I'm just going to share my screen with you, right? Okay. Oops. Yeah, so let's watch the desert animals. See, it's sunny.
Animals.
And you can see the
Animals
cactuses.
which are found in the desert and live there easily.
Yay.
Mostly, it's the camel because camel can store a lot of food, energy, and water inside its body and can live in the desert easily. But there are other types of animals there too, like a rattlesnake,
Yay.
a brown fox,
See, I
owl,
showed you. Oh, owl as well.
eagle, and hawk as well. Some kind of deer too. All of these and many more are desert animals.
Right? I showed you a couple of them. Thank you. And they told us a couple of the animals. So they're all desert animals. So desert is a very, very different biome, and it has got different temperature. It has got different sand. Somewhere it is sand dunes, somewhere it is rocky, very big hard rocks that they get too hot to touch even, and they're not easily to break. And somewhere they're like small rocks, they're all soft, and when the sunlight is on them, so that sunlight drops on them, they break into small pieces. And as I showed you, that there are like pebbles like this in the deserts, and So there are like different kind of deserts, and there are even deserts where is it's very very cold as well, right? So this was today's class in which we have learned about desert and desert animals and desert plants and different type of deserts. So I hope you have enjoyed it, and I'm going to see you soon in the next class. I'm going to say goodbye from this class now. So I'll see you soon. Till then, stay safe, be happy, and be grateful for whatever you have. Okay, so inshallah we'll see each other soon. Till then, bye bye and Allah Hafiz.